Hey yo, what's going on KFN Army? How are you guys today? Cheers, that's right, we came to the park to do this sweet video about how to start your training. That's right. This is a guy that I want to introduce you to. He's someone that I've been aware of for years. Looking at you guys wanting to start your Kung Fu, you want to start your yoga, you want to start your transformational life journey. This is the key. This is the root of everything. It's the breath. The title of the video is How to Never Get Sick Again. I was sick recently because I kind of fell off. I wasn't doing my breathing exercises. I was letting stress kind of overburden my body and kind of take over my system. But I'm just wanting to tell you guys, we're going to do this introduction to Wim Hof, just showing you guys his training, his breathing, his actual use of the way he does his cold training therapy and his breathing therapy. We're gonna start showing you guys more of this type of training from my perspective, but this guy is a huge role model for everyone. He does the same one-arm elbow lever things where he's like holding one arm, you know, one-arm bandits is what he calls them. But the point is that this video is for you guys to watch and check out and kind of just have your mind be blown. This guy's like the modern Bruce Lee, the modern Shaolin monk. He's like the modern guy really pushing this envelope of what's possible with the body. And I want to introduce you guys to him. I want you guys to check this video out, and I want you guys to be ready for more videos that I'm going to be dropping on the channel that are kind of like this, that are breath focused or life transformational focused, where we're looking at how to use our breath, how to use our body, how to use movement, and to feel healthy, to never be sick again. So again, the title of the video is How to Never Be Sick Again, but just watch this and tell me what you think. There's so many great things that he says. Just drop one of his quotes, like anything he says that's like quote worthy, drop it in the comments, and we'll see which one of is the best. We'll see who gets the best caption quote and gets upvoted on there. So that'll be really exciting. Here we go. Let's just check this out.
To me, God is cold. You could say that. I think of the cold as a noble force. It's just helping me. It's training me. It's bringing me back to the inner nature the way it was meant to be. And there's a way I do not only endure the cold, I love the cold.
We live in a world where there's all kinds of false healers and fake alternative medicine programs you can sign up for. It's a rare moment in history when someone comes along who can perform real miracles with real evidence to back them up. Wim Hof has defied logic time and time again, and always under scientific scrutiny. He holds the world record for being able to be submerged in ice for almost 2 hours without his core body temperature changing. He's climbed Mt Everest in nothing but a pair of shorts and ran a marathon in the desert without drinking any water. He's even proven in a laboratory setting that he can withstand illnesses using the power of his mind. But he's not a freak of nature. According to Wim, anyone can do what he can do. They just have to learn his method, the Wim Hof Method.
I created a method. The components are breathing, mindset, and cold exposure. Gradual, non-forced cold exposure. And that's to optimize the mind-body connection.
Wim has figured out ways, namely through breath work and through exposure to cold, to take conscious control over aspects of his physiology that, for most people, they simply can't tune into and control.
The cold, my warm friend, it brings about a whole lot of more energy, and that together with breathing makes you so powerful. But then you lose your wife and it all rumbles down. 4 children I had with my wife, and I was to be with her forever. She was the love of my life. She died. She suicided. It's a black hole within yourself. It breaks your heart and you don't know why, But the train of a daily life is going on, and you gotta catch up, otherwise you lose it. So I had to be there for my children. And yes, we created a new nest. My children made me survive in that time, but nature healed my wounds. The cold gave me a direct understanding of deeper breathing and how to heal a broken heart. Then I went, did all kinds of remarkable challenges. Apparently, they found it very remarkable and great and spectacular. So I came in contact with television. One after the other, they challenged me more. Hey, go swim 50 meters under the ice. Go swim 100 meters under the ice. Climb Mt Everest in shorts. That led up that the scientists became curious. Hey, what this man is doing is not possible physiologically.
The science of what Wim Hof Method does is one of the primary interests of my lab now because it is so powerful and it's been shown to be powerful in the immune system, and we believe it will also hold some real potential for treatment of neurologic diseases.
And this breathing technique brings you right into the deepest part of our physiology. Anybody can do it. So you become the alchemist of your own chemistry.
The first time I went under the ice, water is as sharp as needles. I saw this as a big, huge, sharp diamond. At 35 meters, I lost sight because the retina, it froze. I couldn't see nothing. I couldn't breathe, of course. And then my consciousness succumbed into a lower consciousness. This is survival. I do not fear death. I fear not to live fully. If I live fully, I'm not into death. I'm living.
It isn't all about breaking records. Wim's mission is to use his body as a laboratory to revolutionize our understanding of physiology. In 2011, he was injected with a bacterial endotoxin in an experiment that challenged our understanding of the nervous system. In normal humans, the injection should cause a strong immune response, leading to fever, chills, and headaches, but not in Wim. It appeared that he was somehow able to suppress his immune response by making his body secrete adrenaline, suggesting that his method can allow us to influence our immune system at will. Scientists thought he might just be a freak of nature, so to further prove this theory, they performed the same experiment on 12 subjects Wim had trained in Poland, and the same thing happened.
Normally, it's very difficult to increase your adrenaline levels by your own will. Adrenaline is released by the autonomic nervous system. And autonomic means that you cannot voluntarily influence it. So if you walk outside and you are robbed on the street, you will have a heart rate of 160 and your blood pressure will be sky high within seconds. But if I ask you now to increase your heart rate, you cannot do that. You cannot voluntarily modulate that. And with the techniques of Wim Hof, we show that he was able to increase his adrenaline levels to very high concentrations, even higher than people that go bungee jumping for the first time. That was something that we didn't think possible before.
They asked the professors and all the scientific world, what's happening with this guy? Because this is not possible. They're genetically the same imprint, my brother, and they see he is not capable of doing what he is capable of. And why? Because I just dove deeper. It's by breathing. If we just breathe more deeply, change the chemistry inside, not shallow breathing, deep breathing, slowly but surely. This is what you do consciously. You do this 30 times. The chemistry in the body, in the tissue, is changing. And it's changing so that the body is becoming oxygenized, alkaline, and then suddenly the brain-body connection is possible by pressurizing, by once you begin to have that connection with the body, then you are able to connect within, in the brain. And that's what we do right now with Stanford University to get rid of PTSD, fear, trauma, and depression, to learn to expand consciousness. And together with breathing, you create the right chemistry, and then the neurons, they channel up, and thus your perception, your consciousness, is going to be, you smell more. Why I teach this method? To show that with a simple method out of nature, we are able to tackle the greatest problems, which is depression, fear, anxiety, and pain. People with chronic pain. That's all unnecessary suffering going on, and all this industry is keeping on and say, yeah, that's normal, and I think that's sick.
If it turns out that non-ingestible approaches, such as breath work or cold exposure, can approach some of the potency that medications can provide or have failed to provide, then it's quite possible that one can heal from the inside.
Guess what? We found the proof to tap into our body and mind, enabling us to become happy, strong, and healthy.
Wow, so what do you think about that? Ooh, so good, right? So much stuff to take notice of, so much to, if maybe you've heard of Wim Hof, maybe that's not your first time, that's still a great video. Share this video with your friends, send it to anyone you know, talk about how breathing is the root of health, really pushing into that, pushing out of your comfort zone. I love how he talks about God being cold, or the cold absence of life, the cold depth of space is like God for him, saying he recognizes pushing into this darkness, pushing into the cold, really challenging his ability to facilitate his control over his nervous system. Really crazy stuff. So super glad to introduce you guys to this guy. I came out to the park just to do the just to be out here. It's kind of chilly, but I'm in a short sleeve shirt doing some breathing, doing the breath. I think that's a really solid use of it if you guys are ever cold and you want to do some breathing. Cold therapy is great training, so let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and share this video, send it to someone you care about, tell them how to not get sick, and don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit the channel bell so you get notifications whenever we go live, and I'll see you guys next time.
Brought to you by